Hey guys, it's Ashley from Not a True Reviews, and today I'm unboxing the Club SciKidz box. This is my absolute favorite subscription for like the, not older kids, but not little kids. So this is going to range from about 5 to, I think 13 is even applicable. So this box is a science STEM subscription. The boxes are themed around a certain, like, you know, a different kind of scientific idea or whatever. I think this one is geology. They are $29.95 a box. You have so many things that you can do in here. There's like at least 6, I want to say 6 or 7, but they're things that like take a little bit, like experiments that will take you a couple weeks to complete. So you're not just doing this one time and then putting it down and that's it for the month. This is like great for over the summer. This is great for homeschoolers. This is great for parents that just want to have some time and connect and do it in a way that's intelligent and not just mindless. I really like the activities. I think that the kids really actually learn. It's not just crafts where you're doing stuff and they're like, you know, working with their hands, which is great. They are actually making connections with this subscription. All right, so without further ado, we're going to open this baby up. And then obviously I'm going to link down below. Hey, I opened you already. Why are you sticking again? I'm going to link down below to Club SciKidz. I'm also going to link to my full blog review where you'll see it in action. I don't ever include the kids anymore in unboxings unless it's like very specific, like the older ones. And we have time because it's just too much. It's like with the little ones in the videos, it's too much. So you will see them in the review if you're interested to see how the crafts go and all that stuff. I always put that stuff in the blog. All right, so here's the box. Got some little squigglers in there. All right, so here's our card. What's in the box? We're gonna find out together though. We're not gonna peek right now. Okay. Each one comes, your first box comes with a little, like a notebook. Like a workbook where you can write down all your like findings, and it's really fun. It's like a science experiment. This is like your activity guide though. So this is going to tell you what each thing does, what you're supposed to do. So this is called Geology Rocks, which I think is really cool. So lab safety, they go through vocabulary, and then Rockorama. So this is like an introduction to rocks and minerals, which is really helpful to kids because, you know, like they don't know this stuff offhand. Now, we as parents can look it up with them and all that, but it's right here. Makes it really simple. All right, then we have your first experiment, which is rock or not. So we're gonna, obviously, we'll look through all the things then. Then there's experiment 2, what mineral is it? And then there's a little classification thing over here. Then nature project, crack open a geo, which is so much fun and also messy, but so much fun. Magnet stone activity, how to make your gemstone ring. We're going to be making a gemstone ring. And then the homopolar motor. So that's what I really love about this box too, is like there is I've never seen this before in a subscription for kids, an electronics element to this that teaches them about electronics, which I think as a female and other females out there my age as well, I was never introduced to any of that. Like I, as an adult, have zero, I don't know, and I would never say that in front of my kids, but I want my daughters to have that kind of an idea and at least a slight understanding of the workings of electronics and the things in your home that you may have to fix one day on your own. You know what I mean? So I love that they're getting that like a very rudimentary introduction to electronics and how those like fundamental concepts in our life that we take advantage of work. I think that's so cool. I know, there was a little tangent, sorry. So then there's micro experiments. So within each experiment, you can do other experiments. Like you're gonna like, so this one says, record your experimental results and observations in your lab notebook. Oh, okay. Rocks, you can do all these extra things with rocks, minerals, and then some additional activities with adult supervision. I supervise all these. So then it just goes through all these things. Then there's riddles, and some quotes from different historical figures, and then you have to guess who they were. And then there's secret formulas, which is eggshell geodes. Ooh, this looks fun, so you can make a geode with an eggshell. Now, these are all guesstimates. I could be wrong what I'm saying here. We're going to make rock candy, which sounds fun. And then it introduces you to some science fiction. Oh, and there's Isaac Asimov's Laws of Robots. I hope that's right, that's Isaac Asimov. I didn't see it. It doesn't say it here, but I'm pretty sure he came up with that. Oh yeah, here it is. And then there's just some other information about science fiction. And then there's scientists that inspire. So this has Sir Charles Lyell. Huh, I don't know who he was, but he was a geologist and British attorney. So there's that. So that's our little book. And then out here there is experimental design. And it goes through all the things that you need to design a... Oh, this is interesting. This is... Penelope will love this. That's very interesting. All right, so let's into the items. So this is our gemstones, and this is what we are going to be using for the... Now I have to reference the book again. Rock... Is this Rockorama? No. No. Rock or not? No. So we're going to be using this for the... We're going to be making a gemstone ring with these. Possibly more, I'm not sure. Okay. I'm super excited for this, can I tell you that? I always wanted a rock tumbler as a kid. That was a thing for me. All right, so then we have Dig Into Rocks, a guide for collectors. What are rocks, minerals, crystals? How are rocks formed? This is so fun. Oh my goodness. There's jasper, gypsum. Everything is listed in here with images. And so that is where we're going to be using the, like, is it a rock? What mineral is it? All those things. How we're going to classify everything. Okay. There's lots in here, guys. There's just so much. So here's a basic rock collection. So they go through the 3 different types of rock, the igneous, the metamorphic, and the sedimentary rocks. If you remember from like 5th grade science class doing this. So there's all, and there's examples of each. I love this. This is so cool. This is so, so, so cool. So that's, we're going to go through, I guess, these are going to be used for the different mineral collection card. Okay, so that's this. This is, we're going to be using this for the rock or not. I think we're also going to be using this for the, what mineral is it? Yeah. Yes. So that is that. Okay. I know this seems like all out of, but you know, unboxings are like this. That's the fun of them, is that I'm figuring it out and we're all figuring it out together. So here's our little, oh my goodness. I don't know if you guys know this. I don't know if I've ever said this because they're not very common, but one of my very favorite things to collect, one of the only things I collect, is wind-up toys. I have a whole collection. I might share that on Instagram at some point. I have so many wind-up toys from all, like mostly 80s from when I was a kid, like Ms. Pac-Man, Gizmo from, and here's a wind-up toy. I am not, like my kids get this box full of fun. Mom was keeping this one. All right. All right. So here's some rocks. Blanks rock collection. So these are, we're going to be probably using this probably for one of these experiments, just to guess. All right. Let's keep going here. See what else we got. This looks like iron, pyrite, tumble gemstone, amethyst. So there are different kinds. There's just like, we're going to be using lots of these. So these are all different kinds of rocks and stuff like that. Citrine, optical, calcite, and rose quartz. So there's tons of them in here. Isn't that cool? All right. This is for the oh no, this is the magnet. Look, there's magnets in here. Okay. So these, there's a magnet activity. I don't remember the name though. Magnet stone activity. So this is for that. This is all the bag. They keep everything separate, so it makes it a little easier to understand what you're looking at. This is for the motor activity. Look, this is the gemstone ring we're going to be making. We're going to be doing that motor activity. The homopolar motor. And so here is, I'm guessing, the battery, the wire, and the 4 magnets. All right. Then we have, okay, so there's a whole bunch of loose little stones over here. Uh-oh. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. So there's a bunch of little loose stones. I'm going to have to get the rest. There's some like at the bottom. Oh, they're from, I think, no, they're not. They're just loose. Okay. I'll get those then. So there's some of them. Then we have rock candy, which is yummy and delicious. Ooh, look at that. What's that called? Dragon's Eye or something? I don't know that. All right, so here are our geodes that we're going to crack open. So here's one of our geodes. Now when you crack these, still inside you'll have a gem, which is really cool. And if you've ever done this with kids, it takes a long time and they're like throwing rocks. So your neighbors are like, why are they outside throwing rocks? I don't know, you know. Our second one is, oh, is this a geode? No, this is our mine rough. This is going to be used, so I don't know now. I've done this before. I think what we're going to do is take some of the stones and gems and put it in with this and then mine for our gems. We've done this before at an event. I think that's, if I'm reading this correctly, that's what we're going to be doing. So there's that. This is so much fun. Isn't it fun? All right, then we have just a couple more items in here. Ooh, look at that! Mama like! And then there's some more. Ooh, oh my goodness, my kids are gonna love this. I have so many, you guys know, you've seen my crystal collection, so you can appreciate how my kids are gonna probably feel about getting their own. We have a little you know, a glass piece. And then finally, I think this is for, let's see what this is for. I'm not sure. How to make your gemstone ring, magnet stone activity. Crack open a geode. What mineral is it? I don't know. We're going to find out when we do all the crafts. So that's everything. I'm just digging through this, having the time of my life. You guys are probably like, what are you doing? So this box is going to be so much fun. I cannot wait to do this with the kids. They're going to love it. So much stuff. Only $29.95. If you are a parent looking for a nice way to spend a lot of time with your kid, there is enough in here, as you can see, to work over the whole month. So please do check out my full blog review below, and also check out Club SciKidz. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time.